I've made several videos recently concerning two issues concerning 9/11 and how it is going to be viewed or commemorated in the near future. One of them being the Dove World Outreach Center's plans to have an international Burn a Qur'an Day, and the other being the quote-unquote Mosque at Ground Zero in New York City. The two are similar in certain ways. The two are different in others. The first issue, the International Burn a Qur'an Day, isn't actually limited to Gainesville, Florida, and it's a call for people across the world to burn Qur'ans, and this is why I think that it's actually an international issue, and it's not really just about Gainesville. I believe that the good people of Gainesville are perfectly capable of counteracting whatever these people get up to on 9/11. So far they've done a pretty good job of it, even if it is just a counter-demonstration and a demonstration of how repelled they are by the whole thing. But as far as the idea of burning Qur'ans as an international event, I think that goes far beyond Gainesville. In fact, Gainesville really isn't all that important in the grand scheme of things in terms of this event. And I think that it's also something that has to do with Western history in general, or many histories in general, the deliberate attempts to destroy the past, or deliberate attempts to destroy ideas, or deliberate attempts to give offense, calculated offense. That's why I believe that the International Burn a Qur'an Day is actually a universal issue. As far as the New York Mosque, I believe that the type of debate that's going on there is quite different in that both sides have at least some right on their side. 9/11 is a sensitive issue for many Americans, and I do think that there is a degree of insensitivity being shown by building a mosque that could have that much symbolic impact on the site of 9/11. This had to have been discussed before it came up. How are people going to react to this? And I would have thought that they might have just sort of said, okay, maybe we should wait a year or so, or maybe we should just maybe select a better place, or be much more low-key about it. And again, this, of course, could be the media that has hyped this all out of proportion, and it usually is, of course. But by the same token, I don't think that enough foresight was given to the fact that this could be an explosive issue. Inasmuch as New York City is the site of 9/11's worst attacks, it's also Lower Manhattan is also the sort of epicenter of the 9/11 commemorations that always take place, or at least people's psychological. And it's also a part of New York City, an actually physically definable area. It is specific to that one particular area. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to take sides or wade in on the debate. I'm just saying that the people who will have to live with this are the New Yorkers themselves, the people in particular of Lower Manhattan, although I suppose this could be something that affects all of the United States. I don't know. Time will tell. So the New York mosque issue kind of reminds me of these summits that take place occasionally when people come from out of town, smash windows, torch cars, create mayhem, simply because there's a good old riot or demonstration to get in on, or an excuse to stand in front of a camera and get on the national news spewing hatred and getting an audience. So I think that people have a moral responsibility to avoid that kind of thing coming to New York City, because it's all very well for me to get on the internet and beak off about one side or another in this mosque issue and add fuel to the fire, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be me that has to live with the day-to-day results, just like the G8. It's somebody else that will have to deal with whatever fallout comes of this, even if it is just a poisoned atmosphere in that city. That's where I find the two issues are different, and that's why my approach between the two is different. Just to clarify. Thank you.